One of the favorite guys that I like to talk about at the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum was the great Willard Jesse Brown. Willard Brown was a bit of an enigma because he was so supremely talented. But there are those who believe that even though he is in the National Baseball Hall of Fame, that his talent was still not always fulfilled. Born in Shreveport, Louisiana in 1915, I guess you could say that it was destiny that Willard Brown would play for the Kansas City Monarchs. He had been around baseball all his life, and of course the Monarchs would oftentimes spring train in his hometown of Shreveport, where young Willard Brown would be a bat boy for the Kansas City Monarchs that would lead him to become a star. No. A superstar outfielder for the great Kansas City Monarchs. In Puerto Rico, Willard Brown's nickname was Ese Hombre, that man. Oh, the fans would start chanting when he came to the plate. Ese Hombre, Ese Hombre. He was a five-tool superstar when he came to play.
Yeah. Don't live it in nobody tell you can't do what you want to do in life. You feel me? You feel me? You know what my love's gonna.
So two in scoring position with one out. Home run Brown digging in now. Liner caught it second.
Tommy Lasorda, the Hall of Fame manager, saw Willard Brown play in Cuba when Tommy was a rookie pitcher. He called Brown one of the greatest hitters I ever saw.
Into the outfield, base hit. Brown's third, headed for the plate. Can't glove it cleanly. He'll score easily, and they take a 3-run lead. So 2 down. Now Willard Brown. That hitting ability of Brown singing, it stayed with him his whole career. In 5 years in the integrated minor leagues, he hit over 300 despite being 35 or older for all of it. Makes the grab on the run. And that is that.
My love was always on your mind.
Gap shot should score at least 2. 1 run is in. Another comes in to score. It's 6-0. Round second, digging for third. He's not stopping, on his way home. And he comes all the way around to score.
Your lips don't care if I come back.
Willard Brown up to the dish for the first time in this one.
Funny how time can change. Think you used to
Looking at Willard Brown's career stats and achievements, you get dizzy with how dominant he was. 4-time All-Star, and he led the Negro American League in homers 6 times, slugging 4 times, and stolen bases twice. Stearns off of first with 2 away. Nice grab. Goes to second with it, and they get the out. So runner at second, 2 down. Willard Brown, the next to hit.
No, Boog, it gets even crazier than that. He led the Negro American League 8 times each in hits, total bases, extra base hits, and RBIs. Nobody has ever led their league in any of those categories more times than that.
Out at the plate. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. Top 6. Here's the left fielder, Willard Brown. That's to third, Kennedy. On to first. And that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. Now a screamer into the outfield. Brings it in. And there's 2 down. Go ahead run on base. Willard Brown now at the plate.
Oh, that's out.
The 1-0. First and second, no outs. Here in the top half of the 10th. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there, it's got a chance. And it's off the wall. One runs in, another comes in to score. And he's got a 2-run triple.
When Josh Gibson nicknamed you Home Run Brown, you must have some power. Josh knew as well as anyone the exceptional set of skills that Willard Brown had. Along with his legendary nicknames, Willard Brown had a little less flattering nickname, Sonny, because he liked to show up on Sunday games. You've heard me say that black folks would leave church dressed to the nines, headed to those Sunday doubleheaders. And when we filled the stands, Willard Brown would put on a show. But sometimes when there was less attendance, you wouldn't always get the most from Willard Brown. As a matter of fact, he would occasionally have a Reader's Digest in his back pocket. Now, maybe there was a scouting report in that Reader's Digest, who knows? But it does make you wonder, had he been more interested, how much better he would have been for a guy who had a lifetime batting average of .351. Oh, but when the lights were on, you wouldn't find anybody better than Willard Brown. And it was evidence in the 2 World Series that he played in with the Kansas City Monarchs in 1942. Willard Brown was a big, big star in that World Series.
Here's Willard Brown to the dish, looking to build on this early lead for KC.
In that 1942 Negro League World Series, each team had 4 future Hall of Famers. Some of the other names, Satchel Paige, Buck O'Neil, Josh Gibson, and Buck Leonard.
This one in the air center field. Brings it in. Runner tags from third. He scores on the sac fly, and they lead by 2. Bottom of the inning. Home Run Brown digging in now.
No, that's down.
How about what Brown did in the 42 World Series? He went 7 for 16, a .438 batting average, had a triple, a homer, and helped the Monarchs sweep the Grays. And the homer came off Hall of Fame pitcher Ray Brown. So runners at the corners, nobody out. Willard Brown digs in now. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Okay, Booth, so Willard led the league in homers 6 times. Only 2 Negro Leaguers did it more. You know who?
I'm going to go with Josh Gibson and Turkey Stearns.
Nailed it. Man, I thought I had you that time.
Oh, that's outside.
Hit hard, should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double. Here's the left fielder, Joe Washington. This one into left field. Brown trying to get it. Slides and he caught it. What a recovery to make the play by Willard Brown.
Willard Brown would join his teammate, Hank Thompson, to go integrate the St. Louis Browns in 1947. And I do believe that the St. Louis Browns thought that Thompson and Brown would do for their ball club what Jackie had done for the Brooklyn Dodgers. But as Willard Brown would acknowledge, the St. Louis Browns were basically a baseball sideshow. He knew that he had left a team in the Kansas City Monarchs that was far better than the St. Louis Browns. But to give you an indication of Willard Brown's welcome to the major leagues, the story has it that he had arrived to the Browns and he didn't have his own bat yet. And he borrows a teammate's bat. And he hit an inside the park home run. But when he gets back to the dugout, what happens? The teammate broke the bat. Yeah, welcome to the major leagues.
Bases loaded, 2 gone, and here comes the powerful Willard Brown in his MLB debut.
Ball in.
Ford at third, Green at second, Santana at first, 1 gone. In the air, right field. Brings it in. Here comes the runner from third. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Home run Brown digging in now. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And a good start to the inning.
The first homer Willard Brown hit for St. Louis was his only round tripper in the major leagues. And get this, it came off a Hall of Fame pitcher, Hal Newhouser.
The 1-0. Trivia time, Singy. That home run made Brown one of just 2 Hall of Famers to hit their only MLB homer off of another Hall of Famer. The other, Lee Smith, who took Phil Niekro deep in 1982. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. Home run Brown digging in now. This one to center field, pretty deep. Off the wall, and it gets away. Brown kicks it into high gear. In to score from first. And now they trail by 1. Save! Willard Brown makes it all the way home for an inside the park homer. Incredible.
Now you just look like you treat me like my love.
Todo esto lo tuve que sudar. Yeah, nunca tuve tiempo para dudar.
Willard Brown never got the opportunity to go back and join a major league team. Don't let the fact that he didn't make it in Major League Baseball fool you into believing that he couldn't play. Willard Brown, like a lot of Negro Leaguers, had trouble adjusting to the social conditions that they had to perform under. Willard Brown was a 5-tool superstar, and we're very fortunate. We have Willard Brown's Puerto Rican Hall of Fame plaque on display at the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum. And can you imagine to leave your home country and create this level of stardom? And in Puerto Rico, he was the man. Willard Brown won the Triple Crown in Puerto Rico twice. His Puerto Rican Winter League home run record of 27 in 60 games still stands to this day. There's a painting of the fans of Puerto Rico carrying their beloved Willard Brown on their shoulders as they're leaving the ballpark. When he came ready to play, there was no one better than S.A. Hombre.
So 2 down. Now the left fielder, Willard Brown.
It's no wonder the fans in Puerto Rico called Willard Brown Ese Hombre. That first Triple Crown season of his there, he hit .432 with 27 homers and 86 RBIs in just 60 games. Crazy, man.
Now it's going to be Willard Brown. You know, the Yankees came and checked Brown out in Kansas City when he was already 33 years old. They didn't sign him, but what a year he had. He hit .408 and led the league in homers, RBIs, and OPS. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Now, Willard Brown. Runner on the move. Well struck, deep right field, way back.